Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, I'm audible. Great. Hello everybody. How are you all? One more PYQ session. Actually, I realize that I'll have to take a lot more PYQ sessions because we need to cover up as many questions as we can from 2023-24 at least. So today straight lines, I've bought some questions. We'll try to cover somewhere around 14-15 questions because small session would be better for PYQs, and we'll bring up more of the PYQ sessions for straight lines and for other parts of coordinate geometry in the coming week. That's the plan right now, and then vectors, and then we'll move towards let's say PNC and other topics of class 12. All right, so let's start. We'll try to do the questions faster. The main idea behind this series is to make you realize which type of questions can come in JEE Main especially. Why? Because many times while studying the topic, while watching one shots or while studying the topic in the classes, we pre-assume that the topic is going to be very difficult and the questions in the mains itself are going to be very difficult, unsolvable or unattemptable. This phobia I'm trying to decrease in all of you, that no, if you are studying the chapter clearly, conceptually, if you are good enough, then there is not going to be much of a problem in attempting the questions of mains. Right? From every chapter, this is the same scenario. So first target is mains itself. Right? First of our target is going to be mains itself. Without mains, how are we even going to proceed ahead? Not possible only, right? Hi Abir, how are you? All good, having fun? Great. So this is the main idea, that we can handle it, right? Every chapter, study it strategically, watch the one shots. If you're studying it for first time, solve some PYQs and you're confident enough for attempting the paper. See, confidence is going to play the major role in your exam also. For any chapter, let's say a complex number. Now, if you already assume or if you pre-assume that the chapter is difficult, I'm not going to attempt the question from this chapter in mains. No, that's not the idea. If few of the concepts, if you know, then you'll be able to attempt the question, guys. Build your confidence up. Mains is coming near. For 25 aspirants, mains is coming very near, and for 26 aspirants also, mains is near. Okay, along with topic itself, you try to cover up as many PYQs as you can. PYQs are the main reason for building up your confidence. Book questions and all will keep scribbling with your confidence, but PYQs, if you are solving and if you are able to solve, if you are even able to understand, your confidence will be intact, which will play the major role in your exam also. So let's start. Okay, very first question, we'll start with every variety. I've not marked the variety, but yeah, every variety of questions which can come from straight lines. Maybe today we are not going to be able to cover up all of them. In the next session, then we'll do maximum 2 sessions of PYQ straight lines will give us each and every variety of question which can come for us in mains. And from last 2 years, we'll see from last 2 years what pattern we are observing in the PYQs from straight lines. That also I'll keep telling you. So now, as you can see, first in 2023, if you check the papers of 2023, too much of the questions have come from coordinate system of straight lines, mainly about centers of the triangle, different centers of the triangle: centroid, orthocenter, circumcenter. Okay, in center, these type of questions have repeatedly come in 2023, and in 2024 also. 24, there were not many from specifically from the centers of the triangle, but yeah, in 23 every set had these questions. So have a good knowledge of finding the different centers or manipulations related to different centers of the triangle. For example, read this question: let alpha comma beta be centroid of the triangle formed by the lines this line, this line, and this line, and alpha plus 2 beta and 2 alpha minus beta. Now, by reading the question itself, you must have realized, sir, this is an easy question. You should realize that, sir, this is a very easy question. This is not even class 11th question. This should be in class 10th only. What do you say? Right? This should be in class 10th only. Why? Because see, it's all about solving the equations now. It came in mains 2023. I've not marked the January or April attempt, but yeah, 23 question it is. And you see how easy question it is. Even if you were in class 10th and you were given this question, you could attempt it. Right? So 4 marks, right? We have to struggle for each and every mark. Every question we are getting 4 marks. So what's wrong in that? Correct? So such an easy question can also come. Now, how it is an easy question? Because 3 lines are there. Let's say one line is this 15x minus y is equal to 82. One line is this, let's say 6x minus 5y is equal to minus 4. This minus and 4 got separated. I don't know what happened to them. But yeah, this is 9x plus 4y is equal to 17. 9x plus 4y is equal to 17. Now, as soon as we have 3 points, this point, and this point, let's say A, B and C. As soon as we have these 3 points, we'll use the formula. It's just about the formula. What is the formula for centroid of the triangle? If we have coordinates, if the triangle is like this, x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, then the centroid G will be given as x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. This is going to be the centroid, as simple as that. These are going to be the coordinates of the centroid. This is simple theory behind it. Right now, how simple concept it is. We study it in the very starting of this chapter. Correct? So now find the points. It's all about finding the points. Solve the equations. It's now the question is only of solving the equations. Solving the equations we have learned in class 8th or 9th only. Correct? So let's quickly see. Let me see what are the points. 6, 8, 1, 2 and 5, 7. 6, 8, 1, 2 and 5, 7. These are the points. 5, minus 7. Okay. These 3 points are going to be there. That's it. So 6, 8, I suppose 15x and 6y. This point will be 6, 8. And then I think 9x plus 4y and 15x minus 5y. This point will be 1, 2. Yeah, this point will be 1, 2. And remaining point is 5, minus 7. So 5, minus 7 will be this point. These are your 3 points. Right? So your centroid G is going to be 6 plus 1 plus 5 divided by 3, 8 plus 2 minus 7 divided by 3. So 6 plus 1 plus 5, 12 by 3, 4, 10 minus 7, 3 by 3, 1. 4, 1 is your centroid. What is given? That alpha beta is the centroid. That means alpha is 4 and beta is 1. That's it. Alpha is 4, beta is 1. What if they asked to find? Then alpha plus 2 beta and 2 alpha plus beta. Alpha plus 2 beta will become 4 plus 2, 6 and 2 alpha minus beta. That means 8 minus, 4 plus 2, 6 and 8 minus 1, 7. 6 and 7. So 42 will be the product. Sum will be 13. Which equation? Correct, right? 2 alpha, 8 minus 1, 7, yeah. Huh. Now you can choose your answer very easily. X square minus 13x plus 42. X square minus 6x minus 7x plus 42. That's how you will split. So this is going to be your answer. As simple as that. Quickly, you could solve this question. Just solving the equation was the part. Yeah. X square minus 13x minus 2. All right. Let's move on to the next question. Come on, give it a try. Whoever is watching, please try these questions. Even if you're doing some other chapter currently, what you can do is just attempt these questions. Okay, one by one. Good revision you are going to have. I hope everything is visible. If A and B are orthocenter, see 2023, orthocenter is also there. Centroid, orthocenter. I think circumcenter question was also there. I'm not sure. Let's see ahead. Alpha A and B is the orthocenter of the triangle ABC with vertices this. A is 3, -7. B is your -1, 2. And your C is 4, 5. Correct? These are the points. This is your triangle. 3, -7, -1, 2, 4, 5. Orthocenter. What is orthocenter? Orthocenter is the point where all altitudes will intersect. What is centroid? Centroid is the point where all medians intersect. What is circumcenter? If you circumscribe a circle outside the triangle, then the center of that circle will be your circumcenter. What is incenter? If you inscribe a triangle inside the triangle where touching all the three sides, that will be incenter. Circumcenter will be touching all the vertices. Circumcircle will be touching all the vertices. Incenter will be touching all the sides from inside. And the center of that circle will be incenter. Center of the circumcircle will be circumcenter. Orthocenter, centroid, everything should be clear. Okay, what is what? Otherwise, you'll get confused and that might give you a wrong answer. Acha, orthocenter, so we need altitudes. Definitely, what do we need? We need altitudes. A and B, alpha and beta only, because yeah, this must be alpha and beta only. Alpha and beta, let's put it alpha and beta. Then 9 alpha plus something. We need to find alpha and beta. We need to find orthocenter, right? So 3 altitudes, that means this altitude, this altitude. Acha, if we go with 2 altitudes also, that is also enough, because intersection point of 2 altitudes or 3 altitudes, same thing only. So work with 2 altitudes, don't work with 3 altitudes. This is what we are supposed to find, alpha comma beta. Correct? What can we do? How can we do this? Acha, to find the intersection point, what do we need? We need equations. For the equations, what do we need? We have 1 point. On every altitude, we have 1 point. On this altitude, let's say AE and let's say BF. Right? AE, on AE, we have 3, -7, 1 point we have. What do we need now? We need slope. How will we find slope? We'll find slope by M1 into M2 is equal to -1. Why? Because BC and AE are going to be perpendicular. BC and AE are perpendicular. So product of their slopes will be -1. What is the slope of BC? Slope of BC. What is the slope of BC? y2 minus y1, 5 minus 2, 3, x2 minus x1, 4 minus -1, that means 5. 3 by 5. Slope of BC is 3 by 5. So slope of AE will become -5 by 3, because their product should be equal to -1. AE will become -5 by 3. Product of slopes should be equal to -1. So if slope of BC is 3 by 5, AE will become -5 by 3. As simple as that. Correct, ji? Yes. Slope of AC. What is the slope of AC now? Slope of AC. Right? Slope of AC is 3, -7. Hai na? 3, -7. Yeah, let me write it clearly. 3, -7. So -7 minus 5. That means -12. Divided by 3 minus 4. That means -1. So slope of AC is 12. -12 upon -1, 12. Slope of A. Now what will be the slope of BF? So BF slope will be equal to -1 by 12. So that the product becomes -1. Slope of product of slope of perpendicular lines is equal to -1. All of us know that. Okay. Now BF is -1 by 12. So can we write the equation of AC as well? Sorry, AE as well as BF? What will be the equation of AE? Slope form. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. 1 point we have on AE. Y minus -7. That means y plus 7 is equal to AE. So slope of AE is -5 by 3. So -5 by 3 into x minus 3. Similarly, we can write, can we simplify it a little bit? So 3y plus 21. This is going to become 3y plus 21 is equal to -5x plus 15. So we'll get 3y plus 5x is equal to, or -6 only. plus 6 we can write. Plus 6 equal to 0. This is going to be the equation of our AE. Check it out properly. Correct? So equation of, we have equation of AE now. Can we write the equation of this thing also? BF. Can we write the equation of BF also? We can write the equation of BF also. On BF we have 1 point. Let me write it over here. Equation of BF. The point is minus 1 comma 2. So y minus 2 is equal to m of BF is minus 1 by 12. Minus 1 by 12 x plus 1. So this will become 12y minus 36 is equal to minus x minus 1. That will give us x plus 12y minus 35 equal to 0. This will be our equation of BF. Now intersection point of BF and AE will give us the orthocenter. Intersection point of BF and AE will give us the orthocenter. Let's quickly see the intersection point. What is the intersection point coming? See, equations are correct. Did we do something wrong? 24 kaise? How? 12, 36. 36. Correct only. What have they found? X plus 12y is equal to 23 and how 23 Baba? How 23? Correct only, no? Y minus 3 PF. Array, y minus 2 it was. Sorry. Y minus 2 it was. Equation was y minus 2 is equal to minus 1 by 12 x minus x plus 1. So it will become 12y plus 24 is equal to minus x minus 1. Yeah. So x plus 12y minus 23. X plus 12y this will be minus over here. What am I doing? Minus 24. So minus 23. Minus 23 equal to 0. This will be the correct equation of BF. My bad. Correct? Y minus 2. Yes. This is Vijesh. Correct. So the points are, now the equations are correct. Both the equations are correct now. 12y minus 24 is equal to minus x minus 1. Correct. This only. And the other equation is 5x plus 3y plus 6 is equal to 0. So alpha and beta will be the intersection point, which is minus 47 by 19 and 121 by 57. Minus 47 by 19 and 121 by 57. Alpha will be minus 47 by 19 and beta is going to be 121 by 57. Okay, so now you can put alpha and beta in this and I think easily it will be solvable. Now, oh my god, even now the calculation is there. So a little bit of calculation, obviously mains question. They'll ask you, they'll expect some amount of calculation from you. Definitely yes. Okay, 9 alpha plus 6 beta plus 60. Now you'll be able to find. If somebody can post the answer right now, I don't have the answer. 9 alpha plus 6 beta, let me calculate it quickly without wasting any time. 9 into 47 by 19 plus 6 into 121 by 57 plus 60 minus, okay. So it is 25, it is coming 25. 25 will be your correct answer. Okay, 25 will be your correct answer. Okay, these are the values. Simple question, altitude knowledge you need to know. 23 again, one more question. See, circumcenter. This time circumcenter. Now, this is this was a question where you need to be a good observant, right? You should be, your observation should be very good. As soon as you see this, whenever circumcenter comes, no, we don't have like any intersection. We cannot make the equations and find the intersection. Like centroid we can do, correct? Or centroid we have direct formula. For orthocenter we can find the intersection of altitudes. We know these general approaches. When circumcenter comes, no, one thing you always remember, if they are talking about circumcenter, they are going to definitely talk about the property of circumcenter. Now property of circumcenter, simply just think that circumcenter, suppose if we have normal triangle, it is circumcenter is like this. Now center can lie anywhere, inside, outside, or on side, right? Correct? Center can lie anywhere. But whenever they are talking about circumcenter, always check, are we having a right angle triangle? And if you're not, if you don't want to check, simple thing here also, three equations are written, this, and this. As soon as you see first and second equation, you will see 4x plus 3y and 4x minus 3y. Correct? 4x plus 3y, what is the slope? Minus 4 by 3 is the slope. Here what is the slope? Here 3 by 4 is the slope. Minus 4 by 3 into 3 by 4. Minus 4 by 3 is the slope here. Here 3 by 4 is the slope. Correct? This is the slope. Minus 4 by 3 into 3 by 4 is equal to minus 1. That means these two lines are perpendicular. That means definitely we are having a right angle triangle where 4x plus 3y is equal to 69 is this line, and 4y minus 3x is equal to 17 is this line. So mains will check these things, that how well are you observing. Correct? So be ready for that. Okay ji, these two lines are definitely perpendicular. If these two lines are perpendicular, that means we are having a right angle triangle. And what do we know? The center of the circumcircle of a right angle triangle will definitely lie on the midpoint of the hypotenuse. Why? Why? Because hypotenuse itself will be the diameter. Suppose if we know this property, right? Diameter subtends 90 degree on the circumference, right? If diameter is subtending 90 degree, then this is the diameter, this is going to be the center. The center of this circle will be the midpoint of the hypotenuse. That means midpoint of the diameter. So always remember, even if you don't remember, remember this thing, that circumcenter of a right angle triangle will always lie on the midpoint of hypotenuse. Circumcenter of right angle triangle will lie on midpoint of hypotenuse. Simple thing. That concept only is being used over here. Nothing else. Rest everything is just about solving and finding the points. Right? Center of the, now these two lines, and third line is, which one is the third line? X plus 7y is equal to 61. So this hypotenuse is x plus 7y is equal to 61. Now however you want to find out these points, you can find out, you can choose parametric and then solve. Otherwise just simply solve this equation and this equation, this equation and this equation. Right? You'll get the points. So if this is your A, let's say this is your A and this is your B. So solve 4y minus 3x plus is equal to 17. 4y minus 3x is equal to 17 with this. So 4y plus 28y is equal to 61 into 4. 288. No, 244. So this one will come out to be 7. Right? 175 by 25. 175 by 25, 7. And so point A is going to become y coordinate 7, x coordinate will be 49, will be 12. Right? So A point will become 12, 7. Right? A point will become 12, 7. Similarly, you can find B point Solve these two. Again 4x plus 28y is equal to 244. This will become 49 minus 3, 46 this side, and this side we will have 244 minus 69. So this will come out to be 8. Y coordinate 8, x coordinate 56 minus 61 minus 56, 7. 5. So 5 comma 8. This point will become 5 comma 8. Now find the midpoint, and that will be your circumcenter. Alpha comma beta will be nothing but 5 plus 12 by 2 comma 7 plus 8 by 2. That's it. Right? Alpha is coming out to be 17 by 2 and beta is coming out to be 15 by 2. Now what do we need to find? Alpha minus beta whole square plus alpha plus beta. So here also you can manipulate this by taking alpha plus beta if you want to, otherwise just simply put the values and solve the question. Five में ले लो. मुझे लगा ये लॉक ही है क्या? Okay. Alpha minus, let's check. So this is going to solve us and give alpha minus beta whole square plus alpha plus beta 1 plus 16, 17 is going to be your answer. Simple calculation. Okay, try another. Try this one. Now look at, this is from the very basic. When we start the pair of straight lines, very basic thing, system of straight lines, system of lines or system of curves. When we start studying the conics itself, this thing comes, this equation comes, which is written over here. hxy, gxy, right? Gx plus fy plus c is equal to 0. hxy plus gx plus fy plus c is equal to 0. This thing you know, right? Ax square plus, if you solve ax plus by plus c, so or a1x plus b1y plus c equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. If you multiply these two, this is what you get. Pair, system of straight lines, similar, same, simple thing, right? System of straight lines. So now after that, on depending on different conditions, you have different scenarios, right? If a and b are coming equal to 0, there is no xy, then in that case you will get a circle, in some case you will get a parabola, in some case ellipse and a hyperbola. But this is from the very basic of straight line itself. Here there is nothing to do in the question. How simple a question can be in mains sometimes. You can see they'll just make it look horrible by including this, so that you think, array, this is something which we forgot, this concept we forgot. 37, correct, very good. What is the question? If the locus of the point, they included the word locus. Many times you'll think, array, locus question, difficult question. Locus of a point whose distance from point 2, 1 and 1, 3 are in the ratio 5, 4. So let's say the point is, take any point. If they're talking about locus, we'll take h, k. Correct. Take any point, although doesn't matter, but general tendency in students is, if they're talking about locus, that means h, k. It's even if you take x, y, there is no problem. Let's say the moving point is x, y. Directly take x, y only. Now moving point, what is the property of moving point? Whose distance from 2, 1 and 1, 3 is always in this ratio 5:4. Correct. So we'll find the distance, x minus 2 square plus y minus 1 square. Square root of this divided by square root of this, or let's not put the square root, we'll square on the other side. Right? We can square on the other side. Now the other point x minus 1 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 5, 4. So there should be square root over here. This square root that side will make it square, so this will become 25 by 16. That's it. This will just make it 25 by 16. Correct? Yes, I think some overall Everai or Everall, I'm not sure, but your answer is correct. 25 by 16. Now solve it. Right, you'll get something like this only. Compare the coefficients and find the value. That's it. So if we solve it, 16 into x square plus 4 minus 2x minus 4x plus y square plus 1 minus 2y is equal to, we'll get 25 into x square plus 1 minus 2x plus y square plus 9 minus 6y. That's it. So 16x square minus 25 x square, right? Or you shift on the other side, you'll get positive only. 16x square minus 25 x square. Is there any negative thing or something? Minus 25 x square, let's say. On 72 acha, chalo, constants we'll compare later. 72x minus 72x, and here we'll have minus 50x. So minus 72x plus 50x we are going to get. Correct? So this is how we are going to solve it. So what are we getting finally? Let me check. 9x square will come. Similarly, 9y square only will come. Same thing. So, why am I writing 25? Minus 9. Let's write positive 9x square on this side. Y square will also be 9y square. And then what are we getting? X will become 64 and this side will be 50. So 14. So plus 14x and minus y. Y is going to be, okay, this side we have begun 150 and 32. So we are going to have minus 118. Correct? And plus 1 64 72 100 and wait 170. Wait, this will be your final equation, right? This will be your final thing, right? Just check once. I think correct only. So A, what did A become? A become 9. A becomes 9. Your B becomes 9 as well. Your C becomes, what is XY? Acha, XY term, where did XY term go? There is no XY term, right? So C will be 0. C is going to be 0. D will become 14. And your E will also become 118. Yeah. Hi NIT Warangal. Now you can calculate this. Calculate here. A square plus 2B. So 81 plus 18 plus 0 plus 56 plus 118. E is plus 118 or minus 118? Minus 118 will come. Minus, sorry. So it will be minus 118. That's what I think. Answer is not that big. Not everything should be plus, because in the options we have small numbers. Right? How much it is coming? 137 minus, it will become 137 minus 100. So 37 will be your answer. 37 should be your answer. Correct only, no? 4D. Correct. This plus 18 minus 118 became 100, and 81 plus 56, 137. 37 only. 155 minus, okay, 37 only. Next question. Let's see. This came in 24, this year only. The year has not ended yet. Sometimes I call it last year, but it's still 2024. Come on, try this one. Again, locus based problem. A variable point or locus, same thing only. So see, simple problems in straight lines based, if they introduce locus, don't get afraid. Don't get scared that a locus problem, it'll involve circle or something, or it will be asking about other curves. No, not every time. Read the problem carefully every time in the exam also and try to attempt it. Many of the times we just judge the question by its horrible looks or the words used in it. Don't do that. That's the worst mistake an aspirant can do. Many of the people, many of the students I've seen who are not that hardworking, but they are smart enough to not judge the question. And sometimes students are very hardworking. They study on, the amount of studies they do is a lot more than the students who score better marks. Why? Because, they make it a habit. They make a perception. I also did one video on subconscious mind. This is actually what happens with many of the students. A smart student will always know that reading the question will help. Whatever I know, I will be able to do it with that much knowledge also. I don't need entire knowledge for every question. Right? 15 to 16 questions should be your target to attempt. That's it. It might increase because of 30 questions this time, but your target should be that much only. Bhai, I have to attempt 16 questions correctly. That should be my target, and I'll choose my questions with the knowledge I have. It's not that I have to keep studying, then only I'll achieve in the exam. No, it's not like that. Be smart. Be smart. Okay. A is -1,1, B 2,3 are the 2 points, and P is a variable point above the line AB such that the area of triangle PAB is 10. Great. Triangle PAB is 10. And P is a variable point. P is some variable point. Okay. A and B are also some points. 1, -1,1. Let's say I'm just plotting like this. 2,3. Let's say. Okay. And P is a variable point. Variable point. So we'll take it as H, K. Let's say. Area of triangle. Here only thing that you should know the formula. Formula. That's it. What is the method of finding the area of triangle? Area of this triangle. Let's say PAB. Area of PAB. How will you find that? Using determinant. Half into determinant of these three. That means H, K and sorry, not H. H, -1, 2 in this row. Then fill K, 1 and 3 in this row, and then 1, 1, 1 in this column. Not row, column. Correct? Column. Now just solve this. H, this area is given to you. This area is given to you equal to 10. Okay. And what are they asking? They are asking AX plus BY is equal to 15. If the locus of P is AX plus BY is equal to 15, that means P lies on this line AX plus BY equal to 15. That's it. So here we'll get an equation in H, K. Correct? From here, what are we going to get? We are going to get an equation in H, K. That's what we are going to get. So we'll solve this. So 20, this area is given to us as 10. So instead of this, write 10 here. This will become 20. H into 1 minus 3. So -2. Minus K into -1 minus 2. That means -3. Correct? And 1 into -3 minus 2. That means -5. 1 into -5 only, no? Plus 1 into -5. Correct? Sorry. This is what is going to come, and now this will give you an equation. So 20 is equal to -2H plus 3K minus 5. That means what are we getting? 2H minus 3K minus 5 minus 20, or 20 plus 5 plus 25 is equal to 0. 2X minus 3Y plus 25 equal to 0. Now the thing is, this line, this equation which we are getting and this equation are same. But how can they be same? Because this side there is 15, we need to make it 15 this side also. We are getting plus 25, 2x minus 3y plus 25 equal to 0. But here the equation given is ax plus by equal to 15. So if we are able to create 15 on the right side, things are sorted. How will we create 15 on the right side? This equation itself, I'm solving here. 2x minus 3y plus 25 equal to 0. If you multiply the entire equation by 3 by 5, 5 5s are 15, 5 3s are 15. 3 by 5, if you multiply the entire equation, 15 constant will be created. 3 by 5. So 6 by 5x minus 9 by 5y plus 15 is equal to 0. Are we sorted? Minus 3 by 5 actually you'll have to multiply with, because this side minus 15 we need to bring. Correct? We'll have to multiply with minus 3 by 5, not 3 by 5. So minus 3 by 5 will make it minus here, plus here, and minus over here, minus 15. Now this equation and this equation, ax plus by minus 15 equal to 0 are same. So what is your a? Your a becomes minus 6 by 5, your b becomes 9 by 5. You have a and b. 5a plus 2b. 5a, that means minus 6, and 2b means 18 by 5. Correct? Minus 6 plus 18 by 5 will give you minus 12 by 5. This will be your answer. Quickly you can calculate. So main thing was remembering this thing. What is the area? So these are basic things you should know. Even if you are solving your NCERT, you'll have this there. So what was other than that in this? Just general manipulation or general basic smartness you need to solve this type of question. Okay. Locus and all should not scare you. Right? If you are solving, if you are learning the concepts carefully, if you are watching the one shots also, these type of things should not scare you. You should always have in mind that I have to read the question, I have to apply my concept. See, many people say that the questions, the concepts are going to come from NCERT. It won't go, concepts won't go beyond NCERT. For advanced, you will need manipulation, shortcuts, different type of methods, different type of formats. That is there. But for mains, it won't go beyond NCERT. It cannot. It cannot. NTA follows that. Right? So even if you are preparing for board, just solve some more books, solve more questions and PYQs, and mains can be cleared. And mains itself can give you a lot of colleges. I've got a lot of good colleges. And after mains also you'll have 3 months. That will be enough for advanced. Don't think that's our array. Nahi. We cannot. If you want, you can still get into the best IIT. Keep working hard. Okay. Now, the straight lines L1 and L2 pass through the origin and trisect the line segment of. Acha, question looks or a trisect. What is trisect? What this big of question, L1 and L2, these type of terms are used. Question appears difficult, but let's see. Let's see what is the question meaning. Line L1 and L2 pass through origin. There are 2 lines L1 and there is one more line L2. It is passing through origin. So this is 0, 0. This is my coordinate system, let's say. Or let me make it more clearer. This is my 0, 0. Okay, 2 lines L1 and L2. This is L1 and let's say this is L2. Okay, these 2 lines are passing from origin and trisect the line segment of this line. Trisect means divides into 3 equal parts. Bisect means divide into 2 equal parts. Trisect means divide into 3 equal parts. Trisect the line 9x plus 4y is equal to 45 between the axis. Between the axis. Trisects between the axis. That means this is equal, this is equal, this is equal. All 3. This part, this part, this part are equal. That's what trisect means. Between the axis, that means this. This is the line. This is the line given to us. 9x plus 5y equal to 45. This is the line given to us. Yes, JEE 2025, that's all right. I know today a very unusual time I've selected for this session because at 4 Sanjay sir's session is also there. So we thought that if we can do 2 sessions today itself, it'll be better. Correct? All right. Trisect means this. Now see, now what do we need to do? What are they asking us? They are asking us then the point of intersection of line y is equal to m1 plus m2x with L. What is m1, m2? m1 and m2 are the slopes of L1 and L2. Slopes of L1 and L2. Slopes of L1 and L2. What do we need to find? What do we need for finding the slopes of L1 and L2? Acha sir, if we have this point and this point. If we have this point, let's say C and D. Suppose if we have C and D. Right, and this one, these we mark as A and B, let's say. Okay, suppose these we mark as A and B. What do we need? C and D if we have, we can write the slopes of L1 and L2. If we can write the slope of L1 and L2, we'll be able to get this line and then the question will be approached and solved. How will we get these? How can we get these points? Sir, simple. We know that this is 1, this is 1, this is 1. That means AD by DB will be 2:1. AC by CB will also be 2:1. We can apply section formula and get these points. But for that, what do we need? We need first A and B. Can we find A and B? Simply we can find A and B. What's the problem? Put here, what will be 0? Here x will be 0. So put x is equal to 0 in this equation. What do we get? Y is equal to 45 by 5. That means 9. So 0, 9 is this point. This point, y is equal to 0. So put y is equal to 0. X will come out to be 45 by 9. That means 5. So this is 5, 0. We have these 2 points. Now AD by DB. AD ratio DB. AD ratio DB will be what? 2:1, because this is 1, this is 1, this is all 3 are equal. All 3 are equal. So 2:1. Correct. So AD by DB will become 2:1. And now we can find point number D. So what will be the coordinates of D? Coordinates of D will be 2 into 5 plus 1 into 0. 2 into 5 plus 1 into 0, 10 by 2. Correct, 10 by 3, sorry, 2 plus 1, 3. Mx plus Ny, Mx1 plus Nx2 divided by M1, M plus N. That's what? So 2 into 5 plus 1 into 0 divided by 2 plus 1. So 10 by 3. Correct. Similarly, y coordinate 2 into 0 plus 1 into 9 divided by 3. So 3. These will be the coordinates of point number D. 10 by 3, 3. What will be the coordinates of point number C? Point number C. So 1:2. We know AC by CB will be 1:2. This will be 1, this will be 2. So 1 into 5 plus 2 into 0 divided by 3. So 5, 3. Correct. Similarly, y coordinate 1 into 0 plus 2 into 9, 18 by 3. So 6. 5 by 3, 6. 5 by 3, 6. This point we know. We know now we have, this is our O, OC, OD. What do we need? What do we need? We need this line. Finally, then the point of intersection of this line and line L will lie on which line? Complicated calculative question. Calculation is not a problem. But approach is very easy over here. Right? Approach is very easy over here. So that's what thinking matters. Your confidence, your way of thinking matters in mains. Nothing else. It's not that you have it's not definite that you for mains you'll have to join any coaching and you have to be competitive and you have to give tests, give a lot of tests, solve PYQs, and you are through mains. Trust me. Not many teachers would say, they would say that Arey nahi, you need these many classes, this much, that much. You need good amount of confidence, good smartness you need for mains. Smart students can get through mains. Advanced, you need hard work. Definitely a lot of hard work will be required there. Strategies will be there. More amount of solving will be there. But this, even if you're studying in your school, no, if you regularly go to your school, you're a good student of your school, you're achieving 95, 96% in your boards, going to achieve above 90% also in your boards, then also you are eligible completely for getting 99 percentile in mains. Look at these questions. For every session from sequence and series, second was quadratic equation, straight lines, coordinate geometry. In complex number also you'll see that you don't actually need that much of coaching and all. Be smart. With school studies also, some amount of extra studies, some books, some modules, some test series, that much is enough. Okay. Now OC and OD. What is the slope of OC? Slope OC. What will be the slope of OC? 6 minus 0 divided by 5 by 3 minus 0. So 6 into 3 by 5, 18 by 5. Right? Similarly, slope of OD. What will be OD slope? y2 minus y1 is 3 minus 0 divided by 10 by 3 minus 0. So 3 upon 10 by 3, that means 9 by 10. 9 by 10. Slope of OD. So this line, y is equal to m1 plus m2x will become y is equal to 18 by 5 plus 9 by 10 into x. This is what the line will become. Correct? What will be this line? 18 by 5. So this will become 9 by 2. Correct? 50 kitna? 36 plus 9, 45 by 50. So 5 by 9 by 2. Right? Y is equal to 9 by 2x. Am I correct? 45 by 50. 9 by 2x. Y is equal to 9 by 2x is this line. Intersection of this line with our original line, that means this one. Intersection of this line with this line will lie on which line? So what is the intersection? Check quickly. Y is equal to 9 by 2x. So 9 by 2x, put y as 9 by 2x, 45 by 2 x plus 9x. 45 by 2x plus 9x. 45 plus 18. 63. 63x is equal to 45. X is equal to 45 by 63. 5 upon 7. Right? 5 upon 7. X will come out to be 5 upon 7. Y will come out to be what will be y? X will come out to be 5 upon 7. Y will come out to be 45 by 7. And this will be 45. So your points are going to be 10 by 7 and 45 by 7. Correct. 10 by 7 and 45 by 7. X and Y points will be, solve this one and this one. X will be 10 by 7 and Y will be 45 by 7. Now check on which line do they lie. 45 by 7, 10 by 7. 45 by 7, 10 by 7. 45 by 7 minus 10 by 7, 35 by 7, that is 5. So on this line. Okay. Move on to next. Now angle based. Centers. Okay, centers, locus. Now we are moving to angle based. Trisection, bisection, that thing is done. Angles. On angles also question will be easy. You know, angle between two lines is M1 minus M2 divided by 1 plus M1 M2. This is what you need to know. Slopes. Angle between two lines is given by this. Slopes of two lines. Angle can be found by slopes. That's the way. Okay. Slopes of two lines. So now give a try to this question. If line segment joining the points 5, 2 and 2, A subtends an angle of pi by 4 at the origin. A line segment joining 2 points. A line segment joining 2 points 5, 2 and 2, A subtends an angle of, I'm just assuming that these points are like this, subtends an angle of pi by 4. This is pi by 4. Okay, pi by 4 at origin. Pi by 4 angle is subtended by the line segments joining these 2 points. So line segment which will join these 2 points will be this thing. But this line segment is subtending an angle of pi by 4 at the origin. So this is what the diagram will be. Correct? If this you have understood, then you have solved the question. Most of the question is solved. Line segment joining these 2 points subtends an angle of pi by 4 at the origin. So this is how it's going to be. Okay, pi by 4. Now the absolute value of product of all possible values of A. Acha, why are they asking about all possible values? Because there is mod. In the formula itself there is mod. Correct? In the formula itself there is mod. So let's say this is A, this is B. So what will be the slope of OA? Slope of OA. OA, OA. OA, OA. 2 minus 0 by 5 minus 0. 2 minus 0 by 5 minus 0. So that will be equal to 2 by 5. What will be the slope of OB? A minus 0 divided by 2 minus 0. So A by 2. These will be the slopes, yes or no? Correct, Ji? So A by 2, now formula M2 minus M1 angle, what will be the angle between OA and OB? It will be equal to M2 minus M1. Take anyone as M2 as anyone as M1. Let's take A by 2 as M2. So A by 2 minus M1, that means by 2 by 5 minus 2 by 5 upon 1 plus M1 M2, that means 1 plus 2 into A divided by 5 into 2. So 2 by 2A by 10. Correct? 2A by 10, A by 5. 2A by 10, here itself write A by 5. 1 plus A by 5. Okay. This will be equal to tan theta. What is the angle? Angle is pi by 4 given. Tan theta is equal to M2 minus M1 upon 1 plus M1 M2. Not theta. Tan theta. So tan of pi by 4. Tan of pi by 4 we know is equal to 1. So I'm writing 1 over here. Is equal to 1. Correct. Now how will we get all possible values? This is mod. This will open with positive sign or negative sign. We'll calculate those. Both of them. So first let's do this. 2 by 10 only was okay kya? 2 by 10 only was okay. This will so this will become 5A minus 4 by 10 divided by, this is, let's make it 2 by 10 only. So 10 minus 10 plus 2A divided by 10. So 10 will get cancelled. 5A minus 4 upon 10 plus 2A upon 2A plus 10. Right? This is equal to 1. So there will be two chances. One, it will open with positive sign. So we'll get 5A minus 4 equal to 2A plus 10. Or second chance will be 5A minus 4 will be equal to minus 2A minus 10. If it opens with negative sign, then minus will go that side. So from this one, what are we getting? We are getting 3A equal to 14. Right? So A equal to 14 by 3. Right? From this side, what are we getting? 7A equal to minus 10 plus 4 minus 6. So A is equal to minus 6 by 7. So two possible values of A. Now they are asking, read properly, absolute value of the product of all values. Absolute value, that means mod of 14 by 3 into minus 6 by 7. 14 by 3 into minus 6 by 7. Okay ji. So this will become 3 2s are 6, 7 2s are 14, minus 4, mod will be plus 4. 4. Okay. Moving ahead. Absolute value will be 4. Consider a triangle ABC. Come on, read this question quickly. Good question. This is a good question. Good question in mains does not mean tricky. It just means observative, like you have to be good observant. And yeah, yes Jitendra, that's correct. You have to observe carefully and conceptually you should be strong. With every formula, every concept should be strong with you. Maths is going to be a scoring subject, guys. You don't take maths lightly. Don't avoid math also. Please don't take maths lightly. Math can make your score much better. Chemistry, physics, I know you guys are studying, but maths, by the end of 12th, students start giving up on math. Ki, this one to ho hi jayega. This one will be able to do. Somehow we'll manage. Somehow we'll, we'll do some questions. No. Prepare very well. Okay. Consider triangle ABC having the vertices 1, 2, alpha, beta and sigma, gamma. Gamma and delta are there now. Come on, try this. Let's see who can put the answer in the chat box. I'll just quickly go to washroom and come back. I badly need to go. Maybe I drank too much water. Okay, let's see who can put the answer for this question. Don't Google please, okay? Google, obviously this is a PYQ, it will be available. Try to solve it on your own, okay? Be honest. I'll just be back. No answers? So sad. Okay, let's solve. Hey, you guys also go away if I'm going just for a minute, huh? Might be in schools right now. Let's go, great. Consider a triangle ABC having vertices 1, this. Okay, there is a triangle. This is integer type question. So there is this triangle, let's say. Okay, 3 vertices are there, A, B and C. A is given as 1, 2, B is given as alpha, beta, and C is given as gamma, delta. All right, no problem. Angle ABC is given to us, ABC. This is given to us as pi by 6, 30 degree. This is given to us as 2 pi by 3, 120 degree. So third angle we can mark. This is also going to be pi by 6. As soon as we see this is pi by 6, we also say that is equal. This is isosceles triangle. Okay, this is isosceles triangle. All right. So this is the information which we can derive. Angle ABC, angle BAC. If the points B and C lie on the line, very good. B and C. This is B and this is our C. This is our B and this is our C. B and C lie on one line which is y is equal to x plus 4. B and C points lie on one line which is y is equal to x plus 4. One more thing which we can derive from the information itself is that my beta is going to be alpha plus 4 and similarly my delta is going to be gamma plus 4. These two things also here itself I can write because these points lie on this line. So they'll satisfy this line. Correct. This point lies on this line. So it will satisfy this line. This point lies on this line. It will satisfy this line. This line is y is equal to x plus 4. Correct. So these two, whatever I can derive from the question, I'll write now. What thing? Now they're asking some relation between alpha square and gamma square. Alpha square and gamma square, both are x. Both are x coordinate, okay? Both are x coordinate. Alright. So what can be the approach? Acha, they have given angles and all. If we want a relation between alpha and gamma, what can be the thinking? How will we proceed? How should we proceed? Okay. One thing which we can do is, we can draw, see, if we can get the length of, let's say, AB or AC, any of the length, if we can get the length of AB or if we can get the length of AC, what we can do is, we can apply the distance formula and equate it to the length. Suppose if I get the length of AB as some 10 units, what I'll do, alpha minus 1 plus whole square plus beta minus 2 whole square is equal to 10 square, and beta relation I know with alpha is there, so I'll put beta as alpha, I'll get one equation in alpha, something for alpha I'll get. Okay, so this should be my way of proceeding, correct ji? Now how to get the length? For length I know this angle, but if I had a right angle somewhere, I could apply trigonometry, so I'll create a right angle. What I'll do, I'll make one altitude, I'll take D. Altitude ka length I can find. How can I find the length of altitude? Are distance of point from line. Distance of point from line. Distance of A from Y is equal to X plus 4. See, now we are moving towards other parts of the chapter. Distance, image, reflection, all these parts also. Simple questions are going to be asked if you know the concepts and formulas. Distance of A from Y is equal to X plus 4. Can we find this? Distance will be similarly mod of, first satisfy this point in this line. So 2 minus 1 minus 4, or 1 minus 2 plus 4. 1 minus 2 plus 4. Y is equal to X plus 4 only is our line. Na? So 1 minus 2 plus 4. That's it. 1 minus 2 plus 4 will satisfy this line, divided by square root of x, a square plus b square in this line. Square root of 1 square plus 1 square. So square root of 2. This is going to be the distance of this line from this point A. Point A's coordinates we have. So how much is this coming? Minus 1 plus 4 minus 1 plus 4. 3 by root 2. So 3 by root 2. That's it. We got the distance. Correct. If we got the distance of AD, if we have the distance of AD, we'll apply sine theta here, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Sine theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So sine of B, that means sine of pi by 6, sine 30 will be equal to pi by 6. Will be equal to AD, that means root 3 by 2 upon BA, that means AB. Right, so AB will, sine of pi by 6 will become root 3 by 2, 30 degree na, 1 by 2, sorry, 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into AB, so AB will come out to be root 3. Correct? Correct, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 into this. AB will come out to be root 3. Here not root 3 by 2, 3 by root 2 it is. 3 by root 2. Sorry. So this is 3 by root 2, or sorry. 3 by root 2 AB. 3 by root 2 AB it will come. So AB will come out to be 6, 1 by 2 here. So 6 by root 2. 6 by root 2, sorry. 6 by root 2. Our bad. 3 by root 2 it is, not root 3 by 2. We were taking root 3 by 2. 6 by root 2 is AB. Now see, what was our objective? That we want to apply distance formula. So we'll apply distance formula. We know the distance now. AB is, my AB is 6 by root 2 now. I know the distance formula also, alpha minus 1 whole square plus beta minus 2, but beta is alpha plus 4 only, right? So alpha plus 4 minus 2 whole square root of this equal to this, equal to AB, 6 by root 2. So square of AB, square root remove, square of AB will become 36 by 2. 36 by 2, that means 18. Correct? Now I'm getting a relation only with alpha. So alpha square, let me see what relation is alpha square plus 1 minus 2 alpha plus alpha square plus 4 minus 4 alpha. Oh, not plus 4 alpha is equal to 18. So what are we getting? Alpha square 2 alpha square plus 1 plus 4 5, okay, minus 2 alpha plus 4 alpha plus 2 alpha plus 2 alpha plus 5. Acha, 5 minus 18 also na, so minus 13 is equal to 0. This is what the relation for alpha we are getting. 2 alpha square plus 2 alpha minus 13 is equal to 0. This is what we are getting for alpha. Acha, tell me one thing. If we go ahead and find the relation between gamma and delta, gamma is equal to delta plus 4. Oh, sorry, delta is equal to gamma plus 4. Here also y is equal to x plus 4. Same relation we'll get. Same thing. So here also we can write same relation, similarly. Very beautiful word in English, which is called similarly. Right? We can say no, similarly. Similarly, this relation also, your gamma square plus 2 gamma square plus 2 gamma minus 13 equal to 0. This will also be the correct relation. Now what do they want? So look at what do they want. We have still not paid attention at starting. Yeah, right. Just a minute, please. What do we want? Main thing that we want is alpha square and gamma square. Acha, same equation. Same equation. One root will be alpha, one root will be gamma. Can we also say from here that 2x square plus 2x minus 13 will have one root as alpha and one root will be gamma? We can say that, right? Because this is, alpha is also satisfying this, gamma is also satisfying this. So in summary, what we can say that 2x square plus 2x minus 13 is satisfied by alpha and gamma. Correct. Here we can, roots, what do we need? Sum of squares. We need sum of squares. So can we say what is alpha plus gamma? What will be alpha plus gamma? Alpha plus gamma will be minus 2 by 2. That means minus 1. Minus b by a. What will be alpha gamma? Alpha gamma also we know. Alpha gamma will be equal to 13 by 2 minus 13 by 2. Alpha gamma will be equal to minus 13 by 2. Okay, ji. So alpha square plus gamma square, this thing I'm writing over here, alpha square plus gamma square will be equal to alpha plus gamma whole square minus 2 alpha gamma. Alpha plus gamma whole square minus 2 alpha, alpha and gamma. Correct. So this will become 1 minus plus 13. Minus 1 into 13 by 2, 1 plus 13. Answer will become 14. 14 will be our answer. Okay, as simple as that. So as we move ahead, we keep getting the direction. Even if it is a calculative question, we'll keep getting the direction. Let's check the answer. Yes, 14 is the answer. Correct. Now reflection. Reflection wali question, type of questions where we'll see some concepts of reflection. In reflection, few things you need to know. Angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. Those things from physics you know, right? There is nothing, there is no knowledge required for specific knowledge for from reflection part or reflection theory required in straight lines. There is nothing like that. Few things you should know that. Suppose if your line, this is your mirror. Suppose if this is your mirror. This is your mirror, this is your incident ray, this is your reflected ray. Okay, then point of incidence, this is your point of incidence. Then point of incidence image, the image of point. In reflection based questions, always remember image through the line is the important part. Image of a point in a line is the important part. So revise that part also. If reflection part you want to attempt, image of a point in the line is important part. So for example, this is my incident point. The point of incident will have its image in the reflected ray, extended reflected ray. This is one thing which you require. Otherwise, this angle and this angle are equal. And this point, you need to know that angle of point of incidence will have its image on the reflected ray, extended reflected ray. Okay, this is one important point that you need for these type of questions. Rest you can understand. Okay, now let's read this question. A light ray emits from origin, makes an angle of 30 degree with the positive x-axis after getting reflected by line x plus y equal to 1. Okay, from origin a ray is emitted. Let's say this is that ray, and it makes an angle of 30 degree. This is 30 degree with the positive x-axis, okay. After getting reflected by line, there is one line x plus y equal to 1. This is x plus y equal to 1. Okay, let's say this is that line. If the ray intersects x-axis at Q, after getting reflected from here, the ray intersects, white one is the intersecting ray, intersects at Q. So then the abscissa of Q, abscissa means y coordinate of Q, because x coordinate of Q will be 0 definitely. It is intersecting x-axis. Sorry, it is intersecting x-axis, so its y coordinate is going to be 0. Abscissa they want, that means x coordinate. Ordinate if they want it, then y coordinate. Abscissa means x coordinate they want. Y will be 0. So basically we need the equation of this line, where we will be putting y equal to 0 and finding x. Okay. Equation of reflected ray we want. Arey yaar. Ennada. Custom. Huh. Okay. We want the equation of this line. Let's say this is our O. Let's say this is my PQ. We want the equation of PQ. That's our target. Okay. What can we understand from the question? X plus y equal to 1 is one line. This we have understood. Marking these points and all. Okay, no problem. First thing that we know, first thing which should come in our mind is that we can find point P. That should strike our mind. How? That should strike our mind. Sir, O's coordinate I know, sir. Origin coordinates 0, 0. O's coordinate I know. So one point on OP I have. What else do I have? I have the slope of OP, which is given to me in the question. Tan 30 will be the slope of OP. 1 by root 3. Right? Slope of OP I know, which is tan 30, which is 1 by root 3. I have one point 0, 0. So y minus 0 is equal to m into x minus 0. So y is equal to m into x. That means 1 by root 3 into x. Y is equal to root x by root 3 is the equation of OP. This is my line OP. If I have line OP, I can solve OP with x plus y equal to 1 and find the coordinates of P. Right? I can solve OP with x plus y equal to 1 and find the coordinates of P. Let's solve OP with x plus y equal to 1 separately over here. Then we can rub. Y is equal to x by root 3. So x plus x by root 3 equal to 1. X is equal to 1 plus 1 by root 3 equal to 1. X into root 3 plus 1 by root 3 is equal to 1. So x is equal to root 3 by root 3 plus 1. And similarly y will come out to be this into root 3. So 1 by root 3 plus 1. So y will be 1 by root 3 plus 1. 1 by root 3 plus 1. This will be your y. So point P we have. Point P will be, what do we have? Point P will be root 3 by root 3 plus 1, comma 1 by root 3 plus 1. Rest this thing, let's rub. And how have we got it? By solving OP with x plus y equal to 1. We have solved OP with x plus y equal to 1. That's it. So this point we have root 3 by root 3 plus 1 comma 1 by root 3 plus 1. Acha, here I forgot to tell, one common mistake can happen over here. What mistake can happen? What you can do, I'm not saying you will only do, but I'm saying that, yeah, this can be a thought sometime. Sir, OP is the normal. OP is the normal. This is 90 degrees, so this is going to be 60 degree. Sir, we have the slope of PQ also. We have 1 point, we have slope, we'll write the equation. No, we don't have the slope of PQ like this. Okay, we don't have the slope of PQ yet. OP is not normal. Who said OP is normal? Where is it written OP is normal? Tan 30. Why, how can you say OP is normal? Yeah, if you can write the equation of normal of OP by slope and point, you take this point, the slope will become plus 1, and that passes through origin. If you can solve that much, then you can say OP is normal. Here you cannot say OP is normal. Suppose you take this point, use this point, right, and take the slope from this line, perpendicular slope, and make the equation of normal of this line, and that passes through origin, then you can say OP is normal. Otherwise you cannot say. How can you say just like that, just by looking at the diagram? OP is not normal. If it was normal, then the question would be very simple. OP is normal. OP is not normal. Okay, don't go in that direction. Now what I'm trying to say, Abhi, just now what I did, I told you one thing. No, suppose I'll do one thing. Suppose my O and Q are here. This is my O. O is my point of incidence. Sorry, O is my point of incidence. This line is x plus y equal to 1 line, mirror, right? It is getting reflected and passing through Q, correct? The image of O. So, for writing the lines equation, what do I need? Either I can get a slope or I get 2 points. If I get 2 points, then I can write the equation in 2-point form. So other point, how to look for other point? Just now I told you, right? Point of incidence will have its image in the reflected ray extended. So this is your reflected ray. This is your reflected ray. Its equation you need. So O's image you will have over here. O's image. The image of O will lie on PQ. The image of O will lie on PQ. What is O? 0, 0. Image of 0, 0 in x plus y equal to 1. That should be your focus. How do we find the image? Like this. First, so I'll tell you. Let's say the image is alpha comma beta. So alpha minus 0 divided by coefficient of x. So alpha minus 0 divided by 1 equal to beta minus 0 divided by coefficient of y. Beta minus 0 divided by 1 equal to minus 2 times of satisfy this point 0, 0 in this line. So 0 plus 0 minus 1. Only minus 1 will remain. Minus 1 divided by not root of a square plus b square in this coefficient of x and y. Only a square plus b square. So 1 square plus 1 square, that means 2. So this will become 1. So your alpha comes 1, beta also comes 1. That means this point is nothing but 1, 1. Okay, I'm removing this diagram. I'm just keeping this thing over here so that we can optimize the space. So now I'm writing here image of 0, 0 in x plus y equal to 1 will lie on PQ. That's mandate. That's for sure. That's compulsory. True. Okay, ji. Now what? Image lies in this. Now we have 2 points. Na? Now to no problem. M is 1, 1 and M is 1, 1. Now you have 2 points. You can write the equation of PQ now. Right? You can write the equation of PQ. So equation of PQ. Let me change the color. Oh my God. Equation of PQ. What will be the equation of PQ? root 3, sorry, 1 by root 3 plus 1 minus 1. 1 minus root 3 minus 1, so root 3. Okay, or let's see if the solution is there. What have they given? My God. Y minus 1 by root 3 plus 1 into root 3 into x. हाँ चलो ठीक है, no problem. Equation of PQ, let's write only. Y2 minus Y1, one point is this on PQ, this is 1 comma 1. So 1 by root 3 plus 1 minus 1, that means 1 minus root 3 minus 1, that means root 3 upon, this will be the slope. Equation of PQ we are writing, no? Y minus 1 is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Root 3 upon root 3 plus 1 divided by x2 minus x1 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1 into x minus x1 into x minus 1. So one point we are using this point only, 1 comma 1. This will be your equation. Now put in this equation, just put y equal to 0 and you'll find the x. In this equation, when you put y equal to 0, you'll simply find the x. I think this is coming minus root 3 only. Correct? Check once. This is coming, this must be coming minus root 3 only. Slope, this is getting cancelled and minus root 3 only. Nahi, root 3 y2 minus y1. Here also minus was there. So minus also got cancelled, only root 3. Your equation of PQ will become y minus 1 equal to root 3 into x minus 1. Put y equal to 0 over here. So what will be your x? Your x will come out to be 1 plus 1, 2 by 3 plus root 3. 2 by 3 plus root 3. Your x will come out to be, put y equal to 0. You want this point, right? So this point lies on x-axis. Here x will be equal to 0. Here y will be equal to 0. So put y equal to 0 in this. X will come out to be 2 by 3 plus root 3. That's simple. 2 by 3 plus root 3. Oy, sorry. Numerator also, sir. If there is some mistake, just recheck once. But this is the approach for solving this question. You know, reflection, image you'll have to find. One more reflected, this was 2023. 2024 also, ray of light based question. This question is mandate. 22 also, straight lines. This type of question has come in one of the sets. Let a ray of light passing through a point 3, 10 reflects the line this and reflected ray passes through 7, 2. Okay. If the equation of incident ray is this, then this thing we have to find. Integer based again. Okay. Try to do this once on your own. Just a minute. I'll take a minute. Please try once. Let a ray of light passing through a point 3, 10 reflects on line 2x plus y equal to 6. And the reflected ray passes through 7, 2. Okay. If the equation of incident ray is this, incident ray, that means the ray of light's equation is given to you. Then some value they are asking. Try to attempt it if you are listening. If you have listened the last question carefully, you will be able to do this. Here also image of point you'll have to use. Where will 7, 2's image lie? Just do that. Simple question it will become. Right? I'll explain once. What is the question saying? It is saying there is this line 2x plus y equal to 6. Okay, ji, 2x plus y equal to 6. This is our line. Okay, on this line what happens? On this line one incident ray comes. This is some incident ray. Equation of this incident ray is also given, ax plus by plus 1 equal to 0. Right, and they have asked about a square, b square. So basically we need to find equation of incident ray so that we can find a and b. Okay, incident ray is this. It gets reflected. On this line it gets reflected and passes through 7, 2. So when it gets reflected, this is our reflected ray. 7, 2 it is passing from. Right, on reflected ray, image of every point on reflected ray will be there on incident ray. Image of every point on reflected ray will be there on incident ray. This we know. Right? If we extend this, the image of 7, 2 will pakka be there. Arey yaar. Image of 7, 2 will be there on incident ray. Extended incident ray. Image of this from the line on which it is getting reflected. No problem, Akshay Jain. क्या करें? कुछ नहीं कर सकते. English students who wants to listen in English are very less, maybe. Or the ones who can understand and listen in English are going somewhere else, maybe. But okay, it's okay. I believe that the students are watching after the session. Many students are watching after the session. More importantly, they'll get free by 2:30 or 3 o'clock only. So I kept the session early also today. Anyway, 7, 2, and this point is the image of 7, 2 on this line. On image of 7, 2 through 2x plus y equal to 6 on ax plus by plus 1 equal to 0. Will it happen? Image of this will lie here, yes or no? We'll find the image. Let's say this is alpha comma beta. Let's say this point is alpha comma beta. As soon as we have this point alpha comma beta, we already have line passing through 3, 10. This line is passing through 3, 10. We already have one point. If we have alpha comma beta, we'll be able to write the equation of ax plus by plus 1. We'll be able to write the equation of incident ray and we'll compare and find a and b. That's it. So find the image. Right? Find the image. Alpha minus 7 by coefficient of x, that means 2, equal to beta minus 2 by coefficient of y, that means 1, equal to minus 2 times. Satisfy this point in this line. So 7 into 2, 14, plus 2 plus 16 minus 6, 10, divided by 2 square plus 1 square, divided by 5. So 2 minus 4. So your alpha will become alpha minus 7 minus 4 into 2 minus 8 plus 7. Alpha will become minus 1. Beta minus 2 equal to minus 4 upon 1. So beta minus 2 equal to minus 4 plus 2 minus 2. Beta will be equal to minus 2. You'll have 2 points. As simple, as quickly you'll be able to find these two. Minus 1 comma minus 2 are your alpha and beta. You have 2 points. The 2 points are 3, 10 and minus 1 comma minus 2. Equation will become, take any point, y plus 2 equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 minus 12 by minus 4. So 3 into x minus x1's x plus 1. Okay, actually we should do 10, 12 by same thing only. So this will become y plus 2 is equal to y minus 3x is equal to 3 minus 2, 1 minus 1 equal to 0. Y minus 3y minus 1 equal to 0. Sorry, what did I do? Y minus 3x. Sorry, Baba. Y minus 3x. This will become y minus 3x. Okay, or just write 3x minus y plus 1 equal to 0, so that you can compare directly with ax plus by plus 1 equal to 0. A becomes 3, b becomes minus 1. What will be your a square plus b square plus 3ab? 9 plus 1 plus minus 9. 9 plus 1 minus 9, that means 1. 1 will be your answer. Okay, 9 plus 1 minus 9, right? A square plus b square minus ab. Simply check once. Okay, simple question. Concept of reflection, you should know. Image of every point on reflected ray will lie on the incident ray. Point of incidence will obviously lie on reflected ray. And image of every point on incident ray will lie on extended reflected ray. This is basically like this, right? This is basically like this. This extended goes like this, this extended goes like this. So every point, image will lie only. Image concept is going to be used in ray based question of straight lines. Remember that. Okay, ji. Come on, let B and C be the 2 points on line y plus x is equal to 0. There is one line y plus x is equal to 0, one point B, one point C. Y plus x equal to 0, such that B and C are symmetric with respect to origin. So there is origin in between 0, 0, and B and C are equidistant from origin. Symmetric means equidistant. B, whatever this length is, same length is this thing also. So let's say this is O. Okay, symmetric with respect to origin. Suppose A is a point on y minus 2x is equal to 2. There is another line y minus 2x equal to 2, and there is a point A on it. Okay, such that DABC, D nahi, this is triangle. Such that triangle, there is no D. How can 4 letters give a triangle? Such that triangle ABC has an equilateral triangle. ABC, very good. ABC, equilateral triangle. ABC is an equilateral triangle. So, what can we say? Pi by 3, pi by 3, pi by 3, 3 angles. That we can say, although, let's see. Then the area of triangle ABC is, area of triangle ABC. For finding the area of triangle ABC, we just need any of the side. What do we need? We need any of the side. That will solve our problem. If we have any of the side, that will solve our problem. Correct? AB, either we can get AC, either we can get, or we can get BC. What is the area of equilateral triangle? Area of, very bad in writing, sorry for that. Area of equilateral triangle will be equal to root 3 by 4 A square, side square. Side square. 8th class concept. Correct? That we know. No problem. Y minus 2x is equal to 2 is my line, this line. Y minus 2x equal to 2 is this line. Point A lies on this line. Acha, B and C lie on y plus x is equal to 0. This is the center. How do we find this? Acha, one thing you tell me, equilateral triangle, no? So equilateral triangles altitude will pass through origin, this origin. Equilateral triangles altitude from one vertex will pass through the midpoint of the opposite side. Correct? So this will pass through O. Suppose this is AD. AD will pass through O. Yes. Correct? AD will pass through O. Can we say that? If we are able to find, see, what do we need actually? We need vertices to find the side, na? We need vertices to find the side. Correct? Any vertex. For that we need equations. If we can find the equation of AD, we'll solve AD and this line and we'll find A. How can we find the equation of AD? Very simple. We have one point on AD. What point on AD, sir? We have 0, 0 on AD. And we have the slope of AD. Slope of AD. This will give us the slope of AD. How? Slope of BC is -1. Slope of AD will be equal to +1. Correct? Equation of AD. Can we write the equation of AD? So equation of AD we can simply write. Why? Because we have 1.0. Y minus 0 is equal to 1 into x minus 0. That means y is equal to x. Slope of AD, that means this line is y equal to x. If this line is y equal to x, we can solve y equal to x with this. So x minus 2x is equal to 2. X is equal to -2. Y is equal to, we'll get the coordinates of point A, na? Can we get the coordinates of point A, yes or no? We can get. Just a minute, please. Yeah. We can get the coordinates of point A now. Y is equal to x. Solve with this. X will come out to be -2 and y will also come out to be -2. X and y both will come out to be -2. So solving AD and y minus 2x equal to 2. What do we get? A points coordinate. A will come out to be -2, -2. A will be -2, -2. Okay. Now, do we have the side? Achha, we can find the area by half base into altitude also if we can find BC. But BC is double of OC, and if we have AD actually, we can find anything because this angle is 60 degree. Equilateral triangle, all three angles are 60 degree. This angle is 60 degree. We have AD. Can we find OC? Or can we find BC? OC, BC, same thing only. AD we have, no? Distance AD. What will be the distance AD? -2, -2 and 0, 0. What will be the distance? Square root of -2 minus 0 -2 whole square plus -2 whole square. That will be our OA. OA. So how much will this come? This will come as 4 plus 4, 8. That means 2 root 2. Square root 2 root 2. This will come as 2 root 2. My AD is 2 root 2. OA is 2 root 2. What will be my OC? Arre, P by B. Tan 60 is equal to P by B. In triangle OAC, tan 60 will be equal to AO by OC. AO by OC. That means AO is, what is my AO? AO is 2 root 2 divided by OC. Root 3 into OC. That means 2 root 2 by root 3. So this will come out. Tan 60 is root 3. Root 3 is equal to 2 root 2 by OC. So let me write only 2 root 2 by OC. So my OC will be 2 root 2 divided by root 3. And similarly my BC will be twice of this OC and OC. And this was symmetric. B and C are symmetric from origin with respect to origin. So BO and OC will be equal. So BC will be twice of OC. BC will be 2 times of 2 root 2 divided by root 3. So 4 root 2 by root 3. Now I can use my formula. Root 3 by 4 side square. Either I want to use this or half base into altitude, whatever you want, you use. Right? Your BC will become 4 root 2 by root 3. So this will be root 3 by 4 into 4 root 2 by root 3 whole square. 4 root 2 by root 3 whole square. So this will become 4 into 2, 4 into 2, 8 root 3 by 3. 8 root 3 by 3. No, something wrong here. Answer should be integer, no? 8 root 3 by 3. So 8 root 3. Basically 8 by root 3. 8 by root 3. Not integer, maybe 8 by, let's check, just a minute. 8 by root 3 only. Yes, 8 by root 3. This will be 8 by root 3. This will come out to be 8 by root 3. Correct? Let's look at this. A triangle is formed by x-axis, y-axis and line this. X-axis, y-axis and line this. Very simple thing. X-axis, y-axis and this line. If you want to plot, you can plot. Otherwise, simply do 3x plus 4y is equal to 60. This is the line. The number of points. Oh, good question. This is good question, but not good question. But what can I say? Not a very tricky question. It's just how you think, how you can think. Right? This question was good. Many students got stuck and thought that, "Arey, sir, this is asking about total integer number of point multiple of a." Integer type question it was. Very simple, but you know, many integer type question, if it is coming from straight lines, no, attempt it. It will be easy. Trust me. Okay. Now see, what is it saying? It is saying, we don't even need the diagram actually. What is it saying? It is saying that x and y axis and this line is making a triangle. Then the number of points a comma b which lie strictly inside the triangle, where a is an integer and b is a multiple of a. Correct? A is an integer, b is a multiple of a. If we look at this line, 3x plus 4y is equal to 60. Okay, and this point a, suppose this is the triangle. Let me make the triangle also. This is the line 3x plus 4y is equal to 60, let's say. Right? A comma b is some point which strictly lies inside the triangle. Okay, which strictly lies inside the triangle. Let's say this point is a comma b. Let's say this point names is a comma b. This is the name. Okay, just a minute. Okay, this is the name. A comma b is the point which lies inside the triangle. So how do we do this? We'll check the possibilities of a comma b. Now condition for a comma b, where a is an integer and b is a multiple of a. A is an integer and b is a multiple of a. A is an integer and b is a multiple of a. So b is also an integer. One thing. Acha, 3x plus 4y is equal to 60. Can a be negative? No. Positive answer is coming. No. If a is negative, b will also be negative. How can 60 come? Right? 3a plus 4y is equal to 60. That's how we'll check. How will we check the line? How will we check the point's position? We'll check by satisfying over here. But if a is negative, b will also be negative. How can sum of two negatives will be positive? So a is a positive integer. Definitely a is a positive integer. A is a positive integer. That means first integer itself. Possible values of a can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this. Okay, these values. Acha, now a, suppose a is 1. Let a be 1. If a is 1, what will be b? 3. A is 1. That means here we will satisfy. Here only will satisfy. No, where else will satisfy? A is 1. That means x is 1. A comma b lies. Let's say x is equal to 1 instead of a. So or a or x, right? A or x both can have these values. A can have these values means x can have these values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Suppose x is equal to 1. Correct ji? If x is equal to 1, y will be equal to 60 minus 3, 57 by 4. 57 by 4. X is 1, that means a is 1. If a is 1, b should also be an integer only. Multiple of a. Multiple of a. 57 by 4. 4, 1, 14. Right? 14 point something. 14 point something. It will be 14 point something. Correct? Now, if I take x as 1. X is equal to 1. That means what can y be? Y can be equal to 2. 1 into 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 into 2, 1 into 3, 1 into 4. These are the multiples of a, no? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 or 14. Because y can be only till 14. So possible values, total values, what are, how many total values possible we are getting? 14 points. We are getting total 14 such points, where y is a multiple of x and x is an integer. A or b or x or y, same thing. I hope you have understood by now. Now this is one condition. Now let's take x equal to 2. Suppose x is equal to 2. If x is equal to 2, y will be equal to 60 minus 6. 3 into 2, 6. 60 minus 6 by 4. So 54 by 4. 54 by 4, that means, nahi, 54 by 4 nahi. 54, how much will be x? If x is 2, by 4, that means 27 by 2. How much will be? 13.5. Correct? Something, or let me write 54 by 4 only. 27 by 2, so 13.5. Now if x is 2, y can be 2 ones are 2, 4, 3s are 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 won't come. Only till 12. Right? Because it is going above 13.5. So how many values from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are getting 6 points from here. We are getting 6 points from here. So 14 plus 6, 20 points we have made. We'll have to keep doing it until unless we are getting b, that means y, lesser than x. Something like that. Okay, let's take x equal to 3. Let's take x equal to 3. If I'm writing over here, so this is one block. Let's put, very bad presentation I have. I'm sorry for that. But I hope you'll be able to understand. Arey yaar. Kya kar raha hai bhai? What are you doing? Why are you tangling upon me? I don't like you at all. X equal to 3. If x is equal to 3, what will be y? 60 minus 9, 51 by 4. 51 by 4 only. 51 by 4 will come out to be somewhere around 12 point, 12 point something. Okay. 51 by 4. Y will be 51 by 4. That means 12 point something. Okay. 12 point something. So if x is 3, y can be either 3, 6, 9, 12. 4 values. 3, 6, 9, 12 only. 4 values. So 4 points. We are getting 4 points from here. From here, we are getting 4 points. Okay. Now, let's check some more values. Okay. I should not use another page. Otherwise, I'll have to use this page only. Suppose if, white color, if my x is 4, it won't go more than that. You'll realize if x is 4, so 4, so y will come out to be 60 minus 12, 48, sorry, 40, if x is 4, y will come out to be 12 only, 48 by 4, na? So if x is 4, y will be exactly 12. So possible values of y can be 4, 8 and 12. Only 3 values, 3 points. 4 and 8 only, right? How can it go? It cannot exactly be 12 also. It will be on the line, strictly inside the triangle it is written. If y also comes out to be 12, possible value of 12 will mean that it is on the line, on the side. That means we'll not take 12, only 2 points. Very important thing over here, right? Do not include 12. We have to include all the numbers which are less than 12. So here 2 points only. We'll have 2 points over from here. Okay. Now, I don't think many points will come. Let's take x as 5. If x is equal to 5, let's remove this, no? If x is equal to 5, then y will be equal to 45 by 4. 45 by 4 will come somewhere around 11 44, 11 point something. Y equal to 11 point something. 11 point something, or let me write 45 by 4 only. So 45 by 4, 11 point something, so that we have to reach till 12. So possible values of y can be 5 and 10 only, right? Only 2 points. So here also we are getting 2 more points, 2 points. Now if your y is 6, if your x is 6, if your x is equal to 6, y will be, if x is 6, 60 minus 18, 42 by 4. Is it divisible? No, 21 by 42 by 4, that means 21 by 2, so 10.5, 10, till 10 we can have. X is 6, y can be equal to 10 point something, 10.5 let's say. So possible values of y are 6, only 6, only 1 point, because we cannot go above 10 now, so 1 point. All right, now 7, if x is 7, if x is 7, y will be, if x is 7, y will come out to be 39 by 4, that means 9 point something. So if x is 7, only 1 point. Again, I'm writing directly, if x is 7, y can only be 7, right? 1 point from here. If x is 8, if x is equal to 8, 24, 60 minus 24 divided by 4. So 36, 4, 9. Yeah, 9. If x is 8, y will be equal to 9. So here also 1 point. Y can be only 8. 1 point from here. Now see, as soon as we'll put x as 9, what will happen? 27 will come. 60 minus 27. 23 by 4 will come. 23 by 4, that means, sorry, 33 by 4 will come. That means 8.25. X is 9 and y is less. When x will become 9, y will be 8 point something, 8.25. So that means now we cannot have any more points. We can take only values of a and b. A can only be from 1 to 8. A cannot be equal to 9. When a is 1, we have 14 points. When a is 2, we have 6 points. So total 20 points. When a is 3, we have 4 points, 24. A is 4, we have 2 points, 26. When a is 5, we have 2 points, 28, 29, 30, 31. Total 31 points we'll have. I hope you have calculated correctly. I hope answer is there. Oh, no answer is there. Yeah. 31 points, correct. 31 points is the correct answer. So this is how we are supposed to solve it. Hi Vedansh, how are you? All good? A variable line L passes through the point 3, 5 and intersects the positive coordinate axis at the point A and B, the minimum area of the triangle. This is also a question which I wanted to include. A good question. Okay, this is a good question only. Give it a try. Try to think how will you solve it. First, give it a try. This is basically about use of AMGM or maximum minimum. 11th class question will mostly include AMGM only. They won't ask you to derivate and check like that. Okay. They won't ask you to do dy by dx and all those things. Okay. Maximum minimum you don't have to apply. Simple AMGM will be applied. So minimum area if they are asking, think of AMGM. Right. Try to think now. Give it a try. I'll solve in a minute. A variable line L passes through this point. There is some line L passes through 3, 5 and intersects the positive coordinate axis at A and B. Positive coordinate axis at A and B. Okay. So that's what is given. A, let's say this is A, this is B. The minimum area of triangle OAB. Minimum area of triangle OAB you need to find. Okay. So minimum area of triangle if you need to find, first of all, let's take these points. Let's say this is your A, 0 and this is your 0, B. Okay. So what will be the equation in intercept form? First thing which we can do, this length is A, this length over here is B. Okay. You can see the lengths also. Area you need to find, no? Area you need to find. So now half into A into B you need to apply. That you will maximize and minimize, but for that some relation between A and B. So equation of this line which is passing through 3, 5 you can write how? X by A plus Y by B equal to 1. will be the equation of AB. This will be your equation of your line AB. Correct or not? X by A plus Y by B equal to 1 will be your equation of AB, and it is passing through 3, 5. So you can also say passing from 3, 5. So 3, 5 will satisfy it. So 3 by A plus 5 by B is equal to 1. This is one thing. Correct? So now from here you will have a relation between A and B. Basically from here you will have a relation between A and B. Let's see, 5 by B is equal to 1 minus 3 by A. So this you can write as 5 by B is equal to A minus 3 by A. Okay. So okay. So what we can say, B is equal to B by 5 is equal to A upon, so 5A upon A minus 3. Can we say this? B is equal to 5A upon A minus 3. This relation we can build. B is equal to 5A upon A minus 3 will come. Now what? Now you can write the area. What will be the area of OAB? Area of OAB will be half into base, half into A into B. That means half into A into what is B? Into B is 5A upon A minus 3. This you need to maximize. Here you will have to use AM and GM. For that you will have to break this in terms of sum. AM and GM will be applied on 2 terms. Where are 2 terms? Do we have 2 terms? Do we have 2 terms? No. So first of all 5 upon 2 we can take common. Okay. Then it will become A into A upon A minus 3. A into A upon A minus 3, how can you write? A into A upon A minus 3. Think about it. A into A upon A minus 3. Any ideas? You have to split it in 2 terms. You want 2 terms over here. Think about it. Or just think like this. This is A square upon A minus 3, let's say. Okay. Now A minus 3 is there in the denominator. If I can create some factor in the numerator, I'll have 2 terms. This I can write as 5 by 2 into A square minus 3 square. Correct? If I write A square minus 3 square, then I'll have A square minus 9 plus 9 if I do. And here I have A minus 3. Right? What will happen with this? This will become 5 by 2 A minus 3 into A plus 3. A square minus 9 can be written as A minus 3 into A plus 3. A square minus B square into A plus 3 plus 9. Correct? Divided by A minus 3. This we can do. What will this become? This will become 5 by 2. This factor A minus 3 will get cancelled. Only A plus 3 will remain. And here 9 upon A minus 3 will remain. Now on this should be maximum. When will this be maximum? 5 by 2 is a constant. This will be maximum when this thing is maximum. When this thing is maximum. Correct? In this also 3 is constant only. So this is basically 5 by 2 up A plus A upon A minus 3 plus 3. So this entire thing will be maximum when this is maximum. Maximize only. Or minimum. This entire thing will be minimum when this is minimum. Same thing. When will this be minimum? We know A plus A upon A minus 3 will always be greater than AM will upon 2. AM will always be greater than GM. That means square root of product of these two. Square root of product of these two. Correct? AM will always be greater than equal to GM. So square root 2 into square root of A into this also we'll have to break, no? Wait. We cannot apply directly like this. We cannot apply directly like this. We have to do a little bit of more manipulation over here. Wait, just a minute. Wait. If we'll multiply, nothing is getting cancelled. That's the problem. So here, instead of splitting it, what we can do, instead of splitting it, a minus 3, okay, plus a upon a minus 3, okay, so that this gets cancelled. This will create the problem. Plus 6 will do. Plus 6 minus 3 plus 6 still is plus 3 only. So now this thing we can minimize, right? This thing will always be greater than, or let me write like this, a minus 3 plus a upon a minus 3 will always be greater than 2 times of square root of a minus 3 into a upon a minus 3, correct? This we can do. This much manipulation we'll have to think of over here, correct? Here a minus 3 is getting cancelled. In 9, this is 9, not a, this is 9. 9 upon a minus 3. This is 9, not a. This is also 9. That's what I'm thinking, right? Everything will get cancelled. This was 9 upon a minus 3, no, not a upon a minus 3, 9 upon a minus 3. This thing over here is 9, not a. They are looking similar. So write 9 separately. Now a minus 3 got cancelled. 2 into root 9, that means 2 into 3, 6. That means this is always greater than 6. The minimum value of this is 6. So minimum value of entire thing. So minimum will become 5 by 2 into 6 plus 6. 12 by 2, that means 6 into 5, 30. 30 is the option, kya? 30 is the option. This entire thing will be minimum value. This will be always greater than 6. That means minimum value is 6. Minimum value of entire thing will be 5 by 2 into 6 plus 6. That means 30. Okay, 30 should be your answer. So sometimes AMGM will be applied if you have to maximize or minimize the area using in the straight line question only, then use AMGM. Simply try to create something like this where you can apply AMGM. Okay, you saw that here we were applying, but a was remaining. Sorry, a plus 3 was a plus 3 and a minus 3 cannot be cancelled. So we created a minus 3 only. A minus 3 plus 6. Here we created 6. So a minus 3 plus 9 by a minus 3. On this we can apply because a minus 3 will get cancelled when we'll in product. Alright then. So this is all for today. We'll do some more questions in the next session on straight lines only, and along with straight lines we'll also include now circles and other parts of conics, parabola, hyperbola, ellipse. So stay tuned on the channel, keep it subscribed so that you keep getting the informations, and that's it. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Have fun.